Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at Chicken Scratch. This is the box we're making today. Okay, so I mentioned last week on my blog when I did the first 12 weeks of Halloween that I was going to post a Christmas version on my blog. So this is it, and I'm going to show you how to make it. It's exactly the same way as far as assembling the box, so I'll kind of run through that rather quickly. So here are the supplies you're going to need. 2 sheets of crumb cake cardstock that measure 6.5 by 6. 1 sheet of the Candy Cane Lane Designer Series paper that measures, well, it measures 2.5 by 12, but we're going to cut all the layers, and I saved the cutting to show you in the video. I've got 1 piece of shimmery white cardstock that measures 3 by 3, and then I got a piece of Whisper White that's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Okay, the reason this is shimmery white is it's really easy to color with our markers on the shimmery white. Okay, so before I get started, don't forget, head over to my website, leave a comment to enter to win. You're going to get the kit along with a bag of the, I'll make sure I have the name on the screen. I can't remember the name all of a sudden. Yeah, sorry about that. So first what we're going to do is take this 2.5 by 12 piece of Designer Series paper. You're going to need 2 pieces that measure 2.5 by 2. You need 2 pieces that measure 2.5 by 1 3/8. So 1 3/8. And then you need 2 pieces that measure 2 by 2. So I'm going to cut at 2 and then turn it on its side and cut at 2. And then we need another piece that measures 2 by 2. So 2 and then 2. So out of that 2.5 by 12, this is the only piece that's left over. I love it. Okay, now what we're going to do is get out the baker's box Thinlit. And we're going to cut out the box. So I've got my Big Shot here. Magnetic platform, cutting pad. And I'm going to put my crumb cake cardstock there. Place my Framelit, Thinlit, it's hard to keep track. And then run that through. Now on the Halloween box, I actually used one of the pieces with this Thinlit to make the hole for the ribbon. This time I'm just using our 1/8 inch circle punch. So I'm doing the same thing. We need 2 pieces. Okay, so we're going to fold it on the score lines, and we want to attach our Designer Series paper before we assemble the box. I am doing this rather quickly. If you watch the Halloween version, like I said, it's the exact same way. I'm going to try, because I know not everyone loves Halloween. I love Halloween, but I know that some of you do not. So I'm going to try my best to make a Christmas project along with the Halloween project, so that if you're not a fan of Halloween, you can still make the really cute project. So now we're going to attach the Designer Series paper. So you can see it fits just like that. I'm just going to turn this over, put my snail on there. And I hear somebody upstairs in my house, so I might have to pause this video and resume. We'll see. Sometimes Chase pops by after work to say hi, even though he's moved out. Okay. It's easier to attach these before you assemble the box. Okay, so again, the holiday catalog goes live on September 1st. I keep saying October for some reason. I think I'm just ready for October to get here. Maybe because of all the really hot weather. Okay, so now that we've got our designer series paper, we can take our fast views. And I don't see mine. Oh, here it is. And that's tear and tape. So I got tear and tape and fast views. I'm going to use the silicone thingy. Okay. I want to make sure that I line this up. So I'm just going to make sure it's lined up there. And then down here at the bottom, just like that. And then this will fold that down, and it should line up perfect. Okay, so now for the bottom. I am not going to seal the bottom because, well, you know what? Actually, I will, because not everyone watched the Halloween version, so I'm going to retract that statement. I was going to try to skip a couple steps, but that's okay. I love the stamp set. I didn't tell you the stamp sets that we're using, so they will be on the screen, but I'm using the Greetings from Santa and the Cookie Cutter Christmas. Now, I would use a little bit more adhesive than that if you're going to be putting something in your box. Mine are just samples, so I am not. Okay, so now we're ready to add the ribbon. All we're going to do is bring up the top here, and I'm going to take my 1/8 inch circle punch and just make a hole right there in the middle. Then this ribbon is called what? 3/4 inch stitched edge ribbon, Real Red, I believe. Hopefully by the time the catalog goes live, I will have the name down pat. I didn't trim that very good. And then we've got the Candy Cane Lane Baker's Twine. You guys are going to love the Candy Cane Lane suite or product. I'm not sure what to call it. So I'm just going to tie a little bow and then clean up the ends. There we go. Okay, there it is so far. All we need to do now is add some of our stamping. So I'm going to take the Ho Ho Ho. That is from the Greetings from Santa. I'm going to stamp that on the Whisper White piece using Real Red ink. I can't remember if I said that. Oh, did I smear it? I did. We will turn that over. And this time I'll stamp a little slower. Okay, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to close that ink pad, get my black StazOn. Now I am using black StazOn because I'm going to be coloring, but what I'm going to do is immediately clean it because the black StazOn ink is not necessarily friendly for the photopolymer. So I'm going to close it up and then get my baby wipe. And I say baby wipe, but I guess these are just wipes, hypoallergenic wipes. So there's not that much ink that comes off, but I just want to make sure that I get that StazOn ink off. Okay. Now we're going to take our markers. You don't have the new catalog just yet, but when you do, you're going to see that you can purchase a combo pack of markers, Crumb Cake and Real Red. This is awesome. So I'm going to take the Real Red and I'm going to color Santa. And I'm going to try to do a good job, but I might not. I can't see. I can't see. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I can't see real well. I could if I stuck my head in the camera, but I assure you, you don't really want to see my head. Okay, I messed up. I could start over. I'm not going to. So right there, I went over the line. I almost colored that part, and maybe I should just to make it look better, but I'm not. So now we're going to be using the Wink of Stella. Well, wait. Rewind for just a second. I'm going to cut it out because I don't want to get the Wink of Stella on my punch. So this is the Cookie Cutter Builder punch. And it makes the darling little reindeer. I can't wait to show you that. I've already got a project I'm working on. So now I'm going to take the Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to brush on some of this. So in the picture, when I posted it on my blog, you can't really see this on the picture or probably even in the video. So every place that has white, I'm just adding the Wink of Stella. Oh, I got a little bit of red down there too. So you can't see it, but in person you can. It's really cute. Okay, now we're going to cut this one out with our 1 3/4 inch circle punch. And see how there's this space over here? So that's where Santa's arm is going to go. Okay, so getting all this handy here. So this is just going to get attached with regular snail adhesive. We're just going to place it right there in the middle. Yeah. And then we're going to pop him up with a dimensional. And while I do that, don't forget, head over to my website, leave a comment. One person's going to win a kit to make this. We've already cut the baker's box, so all you have to do is stamp and assemble. Okay, what do you think? Super cute, isn't it? You're going to love this stamp set. Here's the Christmas one, Cookie Cutter Christmas. We also have the Halloween, and then there's the greetings from Santa. Okay, have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye.